On Tuesday night, the fire at the Ocado Warehouse broke out and required a number of emergency services to help tackle the blaze. It was thought to be controlled by Wednesday morning, but there were complications yet to be resolved. As of around 4:30 on Wednesday afternoon, this place was a bit of a ghost town. That's due to a 500-metre evacuation zone in place, which included houses, businesses and workplaces. There were a number of evacuation centres set up across the town. That included Harroway Community School and the Central Club, although it's not currently known how many people needed to use that service. The evacuation zone was lifted at around 8:45 a.m. on Thursday morning, which meant people were able to return to their homes and to work. But for those who were told to leave their homes at such short notice, it was a scary ordeal. Peter Moffat's home was inside the evacuation zone, and at around 4:45 on Wednesday afternoon, there was a knock at the door from the police.
So obviously during the day we thought that the fire was under control. About 3:30 in the afternoon it started getting very thick with smoke here, and it was very clear that something had changed, the situation had changed. About 4:45 a policeman knocked on the door and said that because of the risk of explosion they were putting in an exclusion zone of 1.6 kilometres, so we needed to get into the car immediately, not pack anything and leave the village through the opposite way to Ocado.
The fire was declared a major incident. In a town like Andover, these kinds of events are not very common, which Peter says added to the concern of the residents.
It was quite eerie because it was getting very dark because of the thick smoke, and it was quite acrid too, so it made you cough, and so that kind of makes you panic a little bit, and just really because obviously we've never been evacuated or been in that situation, so it was a very strange situation. Everybody was very calm, and the police officers that were around were brilliant, but everybody was just getting into their cars and then leaving the village.
The evacuation zone was lifted early on Thursday morning, and Hampshire Fire and Rescue Service have released this statement. It is no longer considered to be a major incident, and roads around the site are open, although firefighting operations continue. Teams from the Hampshire Fire and Rescue Service have been working hard overnight to support the safe removal of toxic chemicals, which has been successfully completed. Residents can now return to their homes and businesses can operate as normal. Peter and her husband managed to book a hotel room in the town, and they were looked after quite well. Despite the drama and uncertainty surrounding the events unfolding, Peter says that due to the good work of the emergency services, she never felt unsafe.
I just wanted to be safe, absolutely took their lead. He said, don't hang around, just get in the car and go, and that's what I did. And luckily I've got family in the town, so I went there, took the dogs with me and obviously kept them safe. We just took it from there and then just watched social media to see when we would be allowed back and how the evening progressed.
Firefighters are still working on the situation, but a threat to the public seems to be diminished. Ocado say they're working very hard to minimise disruption for customers by increasing capacity at other facilities, but it seems clear that it will take time for this site to be back up and running. Jack Deary, That's TV.